Good morning and a warm welcome to everyone present in this virtual session. Seeking the blessings of His Holiness, Sri Jagadguru Shivaratri Deshikendra Mahaswamiji, I would like to welcome the Chief Speaker of the day, Major Dr. Beena, ma'am. Welcome you, ma'am. Myself, Geeta Srinivas, on behalf of JSS Public School, welcome you once again, ma'am. I also like to welcome our principal, ma'am, Mrs. Geetika Karola, teachers and my dear students. Coming to Dr. Major Beena ma'am's this thing, she has done her schooling from Mary Immaculate High School, Bangalore. She has completed second PUC at Krupanidhi College. She has procured her MBBS in Mysore University, Adi Chunchanagiri Institute of Medical Sciences. She has started a professional career by joining Indian Army Medical Corps as Short Service Commissioned Officer in the year 2002. She has also served the nation as Army Officer at Sikandrabad, Kashmir, Pachmari. She is also a proud awardee of GOC INC Central Command Commendation Medal in 2006, which was released from SSC in 2007. Joined State Health and Family Welfare Services in the year 2008. She has served in rural areas for 10 years as medical officer, and presently, right now, Major Beena ma'am is working as a Chief Medical Officer at KSRTC Hospital, Bangalore. Oh, there are a lot to know about her. We are very much happy and blessed to have Dr. Major Beena ma'am here. So children, we will take the best possible utilization of her speech and take forth. So welcome you, ma'am. Before starting the session, we would like to start with the prayer. I welcome Ghana of 7th standard to sing the prayer song.
Thank you, ma'am.
Over to Ghana.
गणनायकाय गणदैवताय गणाध्यक्षाय धीमहि गुणशरीराय गुणमण्डिताय गुणेशानाय धीमहि गुणातीताय गुणाधीशाय गुणप्रविष्टाय धीमहि एकदन्ताय वक्रतुण्डाय गौरीतनयाय धीमहि गजेशानाय भालचन्द्राय श्रीगणेशाय धीमहि गानचतुराय गानप्राणाय गानान्तरात्मने गानोत्सुकाय गानमत्ताय गानोत्सुकमनसे गुरुपूजिताय गुरुदैवताय गुरुकुलस्थायिने गुरुविक्रमाय गुह्यप्रवराय गुरवे गुणगुरवे गुरुदैत्यकलाक्षेत्रे गुरुसर्वसराराध्याय गुरुपुत्रपरित्रात्रे गुरुपाखण्डखण्डकाय गीतसाराय गीततत्त्वाय गीतगोत्राय धीमहि गूढगुल्फाय गन्धमत्ताय गोजयप्रदाय धीमहि गुणातीताय गुणाधीशाय गुणप्रविष्टाय धीमहि एकदन्ताय वक्रतुण्डाय गौरीतनयाय धीमहि गजेशानाय बालचन्द्राय श्रीगणेशाय धीमहि. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, Ghana. It was such a wonderful song on the beginning of the weekend. And over to Beena ma'am now.
Thank you, ma'am. Good morning to all. Good morning, principal ma'am. Good morning, Geeta ma'am, and all the children around. Thank you for this lovely introduction you gave about me. Okay, maybe my presentation would be a bit more elaborated, and may hope it is interesting to children and
Yes.
help them in their future, for their future. So I'm here today trying to help little children, or making them realize what is their dream, or the steps for their future career. So I would like to add on with some presentations. So I want to tell about dreams. What do you think about dreams? And whatever you dream, it really matters. When we talk about dreams, I would like to talk about our beloved late president, Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. He would always talk about dreams, and he's got a saying. He would say, dream is not that which you see while you are sleeping. It is something that does not let you sleep. So dream is not what you're seeing it when you're sleeping. It is what will not let you sleep, and you always want to achieve something in your life. So where does this journey of your career start? Your journey always starts in your school, my dear children. This is where I really dare to dream. It may be very average student to intelligent student. Anyone, everyone have rights to dream, and they should dare to dream. This is my school, Mary Immaculate. I got a pic, so I put it on. So this is the place where even I dare to dream. So what is dream? A dream is one where you want to see yourself in future. It's not like, okay, I dreamt, okay, I'm going to do this, that. No. You have got clear thing in your mind. You have to reach that. That is the dream. You want to see yourself there in that place. That is what you have to dream about. And that is the meaning of the dream. And you should never bother like what, where situation where you're working. Is it comfortable to you, or you're in a very posh area? No. Your dream should be, your passion should be like, yes, I'm there. I was supposed to be there. I'm made for this place. Power of dream, I put it in this way. Dream is not just what you want or what you think about and just keep quiet. It has to be always followed. You have to work for your dream. It's not, yeah, I had a dream and it will come true. Some times it also is like early morning dreams come. When will it come? You work it out. You've got some goal in your mind now. Oh, I've got this point. So I will work it on. That is dream. Follow your dreams. So these dreams have to set a goal for your future. You should have something in your mind. My dream, I have to get this thing in my future. According to this, what happens is when you've got some goal in your mind, your thoughts will increase. So your dreams are transforming into thoughts. And thoughts, you will have to give it into action. So all these things will increase your concentration, and maybe you may increase in your curricular activities or your studies, which is also helpful for your dream or your future. But sometimes what happens is, I at my school level really dreamt of joining army. It just came, and I had to share. I shared with my parents, my mother actually, and as you know, mothers are very protective. We are very protective, and there was a change in my priority, and I landed up being a doctor in a medical college. So Before this, I tried too much in my school level. I tried joining Scouts and Guides. I joined NCC, so that I was going towards my goal. But there were some priority changes in between, which made me land up to be a I didn't lose. You have to take, there may be changes in your life. You have to take them as steps for your future connection to your future career. We have to take this very positively. So this happened and I became a doctor. Now here was a twist or change for me. Once I became a doctor, everyone were happy. Okay, she's here in Peace Station, so nothing to worry about. But that goal and that my passion didn't end. After medicine, I got an opportunity. I have to say it was a luck or something, and I got through short service commission. This was then when we understood that, oh, doctors also can get into army. This is when I understood. But nowadays, children, you are very exposed to all the queries you have. It's something like OK Google or Alexa or any internet issues. You guys know everything, but we had a little bit difficulties in that age. We didn't have internet, computers, and we didn't have OK Google and all. You give a question and your Google is out with your answer. Once I was out after being a doctor, I was so happy. See, my track is back. I got into army and I was commissioned as an army officer. So this didn't stop me now. I was happy that I'm a doctor plus an army officer. There was a mind and a goal. The passion comes with so many thoughts always. You have to have some goals like, yeah, I want to do something for my nation, do something for the people. All this added upon. So me being a doctor didn't hinder me to become an army officer. It added. It was something like icing on a cake. Yes, I was posted in border areas, very insurgent areas and all, but I was also treated as a soldier only. Yes, proper type soldier. We have been trained, everything. But I had a icing on my cake that I'm a doctor. So I had a privilege of treating everyone. So all this didn't stop me at all. I carried on. Again, once I finished my short service commission, I had an opportunity to continue. But again, there is one more change in life. So, children, I want to say over here, it's not the story of my own life. I have to say, you guys have to be ready for many changes and every steps of your life. And never take, oh, I wanted to do this. My parents or my priorities pulled me out here. So I'm disheartened and I will not go ahead further. I will not think further. No, that is not the thing. There may be this a career is always a continuous process. Every step of your life, every stages of your life, there will be changes, priority changes, but your goal, your dream should be the same and it should be always added with your values. So again, there was a change in my priorities, which again led into different roles of my life, but never values didn't change. There is serving, always serving goes on. You can think many innovative things that time. You can help people out in rural areas. You help a lot. You can do many things. You help those people, helpless people, and who cannot be reached by everyone. So again, We would reach all any rural area, remote areas, and we would help people around over there medically, and whatever knowledge we had, we would help them out medically also. So it was something like soldier out of army. So always your values, your ideas are in track. The priorities may change. You shouldn't dishearten yourself because change in priorities. Again, in one organization, corporation, again your priorities will be the same, but your roles will be different. You may be going to remote places over there, but in city areas also, you would have to help people. When it comes with you, it is always there. Now, the main thing is, how do you children, how to choose the right career? This is the question comes to everyone from 7th or 12th plus or all the children. How to choose? What am I going to be? Here, there, you had dreams, yes, you have that thing in your mind, your passion. Yeah, I want to become a doctor. Yes, all these things. But who is going to help you out with all this? How will they going to help you out? Who is helping you? You've got so many vast areas of opportunities. You have to go on, go on, and go on. But how do you choose your priority, your dream, your goal? Always have a point in your mind, the right choice of a career which suits your interest, your aptitude, your type of work, your type of personality, and never leave this word, values. Values have to be there wherever you go. May it be in army, central government, or the state government. There are many things happening around you. In state government job, though, I had too much of questions and too much of it was challenging for me. It was the same but a different challenge in army. It was a cultural shock because there were no any one in the family who tell this is army and this is how all the things will happen, but you should be ready there everywhere, always ready to face things, but keeping your values in your mind. That has to be continued in any priority jobs or whatever happens in your life. How do you choose your dreams, your careers, or your passion? Maybe you may not have dream. You may tell, oh, I didn't have a dream, so I can't set up my future. Or no, those are not the thing. Just try to understand what you are interested in. Maybe any activity or hobby which is really amusing you, entertaining you, or making you more interested into it, and work you enjoy doing again and again. All these things will lead to your passion, your goals. You have to concentrate on those things. Whatever, your sports, your dance, anything, I have to say, all these things will be the stepping stones for your future career. All these things will not just come to you. You have to do hard work with consistency. Hard work with consistency is always needed. And mainly, our teachers also will do a very good role in career planning. Many teachers, all the teachers, I have to say, will have ideas for their children. They will not let their children down. Anyone ask any type of questions, and they are ready with the answers. Any stupid questions, they are always with patience, ready to answer them. Since these 2 years, I've been watching most of the teachers on online classes. Really, I have to say hats off to all the teachers. Maybe 10th standard like my son and 4th standard like my daughter. Both the teachers, they really have patience. Patience. And though it is new for all the teachers also, they answer each and every questions, any stupid question also, with patience they answer. This is how we can catch what we are interested in. This is the place, children, where you can really take points from your teachers and parents. Parents, if are the parents around, ma'am? Are they also seeing this thing? Some parents. Parents play a very crucial role in career point of view of children. We always have to know, being parents, we should always be responsible towards our children. It is to be like your child is your responsibility and it's not your extension. So we shouldn't decide for them. Never decide for them. Never put your decision on them, and never ever make them like look like subdue them, or leave them alone, or just blame them for anything. You should always little bit things also. Parents have to encourage children positively, very positively, and genuinely they have to encourage children. These are also some points where children can pick up their career steps or future. If not future, there may be your sisters, your friends, your brother. They are also play a very good role. They know more about you than you know about them. You know about yourself, sorry. So they may bring out those beautiful colors of yours, make you recognize your talents and interesting things, what you are and what you can do better. All these points have to be taken into consideration. So next is, why should we plan? Children, most of the children will have this. Why should we plan? It will go on. Once it is there, it comes to us and we jump into it. No, it's not like that. You have many benefits of planning your career. You plan, the direction is always straight and you can get in, and you know the steps, each and every steps, it is clear. You're not confused. Oh, I had planned for this. This is again a flop, so I have to jump into other. No, it is not like that. Once you are into your career plan, you know what you want, you are clear about what you want, the process is simplified over here. And the confusions, all the confusions, I want to become a doctor, I want to become an engineer, I want to become a hair hostess or anything, will not be confused. You know you want to become a doctor, so you know what the subjects you have to take, and you know what to study and where to go, what exams to answer, all these points. Then once you are in a job, planned job, and you know what you want and what you're doing, what you want, the work you're doing will really help and it will be very productive. So just to reduce your confusions, we will have to finish and plan it and leave it. Just plan it and leave it is not enough. You have decided, you start working on it, studying on it, and goes on. I told you, children, it is the career thing is not a end point. It continues, continues, and continues. So once we have given a chance, we have to use it and we have to plan it. Me, after becoming a doctor, there was an opportunity. We had this employment newspaper we were getting long time back the time. It is there online now. So I had opted there for joining army. Then I got a letter for interview. I joined, I had to go to Delhi for the interview. This is where the interview for medical doctors. Doctors for enter into army takes place. So you go there. Once the interview is done, interview is not very easy interview, whatever is being done over here. That they check out your confidence level there. Once it is done, only oral or viva interview is not over. You will have to go through the medical examination. Army is what? Army is nothing but fitness. You have to be fit to serve your nation. So once you are fit, medically fit, then you are only enrolled into army. So all these things are there. A little presentation what I have done. Maybe it was very short and small thing. Any doubts and many more doubts if you have got, like how you want to enter after your 12th or something for army. Also, I can guide, like once you're done your MBBS, you can directly go into AFMC for MBBS, or after MBBS also you can go to AFMC as a postgraduate, through which again you will be commissioned as a army officer. This is one way. And after 12th, children all have this ideas of PCMB, PCMC and all. Everything, you can be a doctor and you can be a administrative officer also. As of now, I'm a chief medical officer, but yet my career process has not stopped. I'm again a student. Being a chief medical officer, I'm also applied for hospital management administration. I've got my exams next month, so I'm preparing for my exams also. So my process has not stopped. So it goes on and on and on. Being a doctor has not stopped me going on. Doctors are always students. That is one part. But you've got so many opportunities. Being a doctor, you can go into administration, IAS, KAS, this can be done. You can get into army, or you want to serve people in rural area, you're there in health and family welfare. Now you want to get into administration of hospital administration studies also are online, also goes on, and you can attend your classes also. So your career is not a end process, it goes on and it changes its phases in every stages of life. So we should be ready for everything and never dishearten yourself like, oh, I wanted this and the other thing came to my plate. No, you should be always ready for everything and take positivity in that. Positivity, and go through that only and find a way for yourself. So it's my small presentation, and ma'am, if it is fine. I can't hear you, ma'am. I think you're muted.
Yeah. Thank you very much, ma'am. It was very short and sweet, and hope our children have understood this. And I wish you all the best for your coming exams. And one point what we learned from your this session is career is not at all the end point. Every time, each and every hour, we are learning something or the other. There's no age limit to learn. Sometimes as a teacher also have experienced a lot of things, even though we have done double graduate or whatever it is, but there are a lot of things which we are learning in our daily life from our students.
Yes.
Sometimes because they are exposed to a lot of technology.
Yes.
We had only library books or the elders when they were talking, we used to listen to them, and we used to hear few things from them. But children nowadays, as they're exposed to a lot of technological gadgets, they know everything, and at their fingertips itself, as you told, Google or Siri or whatever is there, they will get the meaning. We had to, for one small meaning, we had to search the books for hours together in the library.
We were
that is different.
For libraries also.
Yes, actually, it was like one this one very nicely we used to spend there. But I hardly see our children going to library because everything is there at their fingertips. So that is why they hardly use library. But even then we say, because see, books, whatever is written by our seniors, or that is actually a good decision rather than the Google. So what I would like to tell is it was a very nice session and your experience was very well. So our children also will love to go for army. And as a citizens of India, we have to be very proud to be a part of Indian Army. Actually, what I thought is, like, why not the government do? Like every profession, everybody should at least work for 1 year in the army. Once they finish their this one, no, what I feel, then only everybody's what is that contribution will be there to the nation. No,
Yes,
it's good actually. It is they can make, but not compulsory, but for them that at least 1 year, every person, whether it's in the medical field or in engineers, everybody is needed there in the army. Even a cook also is needed, isn't chef who has to prepare food for everybody. If they work at least 1 year in the army, that is a lot of, I mean, a good contribution to the nation. So by this, I hope our children have no doubts because it was everywhere, everything clear cut. And thank you very much, ma'am, for your precious time. And she is a mom of 10th standard Mayank and 4th standard daughter. I name
Ima, ma'am. Ima.
Ima. Okay, Ima. So we are proudly feeling that she is a parent of 2 kids of our school. And thank you very much, ma'am. How do you feel about our teachers? I mean, yeah, as a parent.
As a parent, ma'am, that is
This
what
online session.
yeah.
Oh,
It's like, see, but we didn't know much before. It was like
yes,
we sending,
correct.
packing their children and putting them into the school. But
Yes,
now we are live with you people attending the classes. Most
yes.
of the time before I leave home, I get
Uh,
chance to attend my young's class or my daughter's class.
okay.
It's so interesting. I really miss my school.
Mm,
It's like sessions. We know understand. Like it's not the way we were there in the school. It's different now. It was not challenging in our time for not much challenging for teachers at that time. It is very
mm,
challenging for teachers now. There are so many
yes.
rules, no touching children, that this, and so many rules which have come in. Obviously we parents also come once we get some like notice someone's screamed at children, we are in the
Mm,
school always to protest or something or talk about it. It was not like that before. Like ನೀನೇನೋ ತಪ್ಪು ಮಾಡಿದ್ಯಾ ಸ್ಕೂಲ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಸರಿ ಬುದ್ಧಿ ಕಲ್ಸಿರ್ತಾರೆ ಬಿಡು. It was not like this
yes.
that. Now we parents ourselves come over there. You guys really take that interest and with all those circles you're taking your classes. That's really good, man. And as you told in everyone has to join army. Yes, everyone will not get the chance to join army
Yes, that's
because
correct.
that passion, that pain, you should be ready to
Correct.
go through that pain. It's
Mm,
really not very easy for me to get into it and adjust in that situation. We being ladies, I have to stay in tents all through the year. It will be very difficult. Cold, snowfall, everything, we should be ready for that. It's not very easy for everyone to go and adjust, and no, everyone will not take. But we can make same things in our place. Once I came out, when I joined health and family welfare, ma'am, it was really very difficult. Very difficult again in remote area to make them understand why are doctors there, because the situation I worked in army and here was different. And always there is one tag always in our state, most of the doctors practice and all these, some things goes on and which is not good to listen. But when you have your values, you can help here. You're also, it was a team of army for me also there in my rural area, being a
mm,
civilian, not an army person. So wherever you are, PHC is the level where you can really treat or control most of the diseases. So that is also challenging. So every each and step and each and every changes in your life are very challenging. And it is the way you take it and you work out with that. So
Correct.
Being in
Yeah.
army, I felt when this corona came, I felt it was very easy in army to say,
Mhm.
there we will have to fight only the enemies. And we are alone. Our family is not there with us. Here, we will have to fight with the enemy, the corona, come back home, and we have to protect our family. We are bringing being a doctor, we are bringing the enemy home. So how to protect the family? In
Yes.
army, we just go fight with that person, finish that person, and come back.
Mm.
Not so easy. It was not really easy in corona time also. So I felt really a warrior. All the doctors and the paramedical staffs, really they
Yes,
were
ma'am.
warriors.
That's true. That's true.
Warriors.
Actually,
really.
a big salute to all the doctors during
All
this
the-
pandemic situation. Really,
The paramedical staff, the
Yes.
staff nurses, and the lab technicians, they have really suffered a lot. I am really, really hats off to all of them.
Yes.
Doctors are nothing without them. It's like they are our hands and legs. Without them, we just treat them, we find it out, and we tell the treatment. And most of the time, without their help, we can do nothing.
Yes.
So every point is challenging, and we shouldn't again go back or dishearten ourselves with the different things. We have to decide. We are there. We have to do it. This is the point. And Hope Children, I don't know how much would have helped this career connect.
One boy, ma'am, somebody, Mithun or somebody, he raised his hand. Maybe he wanted to ask questions. You can put it in the chat box, my dear. Put your question in the chat box. If possible, we'll answer. Actually, he raised his hand, but it's not unmuted for them. Okay. Nobody? Okay, ma'am. We'll get back to them if they have any queries or any questions. Any of your mail, if you leave your mail address, they will ask questions.
Yes, please.
So it was a very nice session. And thank you once again for taking out time, because this is second Saturday today. So
To be
it's
a working,
very,
I'm working.
yeah.
Working.
Okay. Doctors all 24/7, they should be always active and on their toes. Yes, I can understand. But anyhow, for us, yes? No, somebody unmute. So thank you very much, ma'am. And I thank all the children for participating, and all
Thank
the
you.
best for your future, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you once again, ma'am. Hope it is really helpful for children.
Yeah. Not we felt like we went into the army session and came back.
Hope it is really helpful.
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you very much.